It's one small step for man, one giant leap for
cheese.
I am quite pleased at the idea that I've gone to the moon.
Hello and welcome to FoodTribe. A few days ago, I stumbled across a MrBeast live stream on YouTube and this happened.
Cheese.
Yes, buddy. Now that's what I call some cheddar.
For a little bit of context, MrBeast, with NASA's help, is sending a hard drive to the moon, and he's asked his audience of over 50 million subscribers to send in clips to go into space.
space.
And someone has submitted a clip from a FoodTribe video. You may have seen it. It's become a bit of a meme lately. It's
cheese.
I need to tell James about this. Hey James, how's it going?
Very good. Hello, Lucy Brown.
So I know it's a bit random for me to ask you to jump on a call, but I've got some kind of exciting news.
It's not very random, Lucy. You do it all the time.
Fair enough. Have you heard of MrBeast?
Mr. Beast. Oh, is he
Yeah.
the bloke who sets fire to piles of money and gives cars away and all that?
Kind of. Well, he's a really big YouTuber and
Yes.
he does spend quite a lot of money in all of his videos. And he's just on a new video, which is a bit different. NASA's actually putting a probe or a lander or something on the moon pretty soon, and he's bought some space in it. And what he's done is he's going to put a hard drive in that lander that's going to go onto the moon. And he's asked his subscribers and his fans to send in some footage and stuff.
Hang on a minute. Sorry, are you saying that he's making like a space capsule, time capsule to leave on the moon with people's stuff on it? Poems
Yeah.
and what have you? Well, we
Yeah.
had this idea about 3 years ago and sent it to the BBC. It was called the People's Space Race, but they didn't want it and it was too expensive.
Oh, so he's stolen it.
Sounds like it, yeah. Well, I mean, you might have thought of it because it's a fairly obvious idea. We were actually going to build the rocket ourselves. That's where it went wrong. It was too expensive.
So anyway, he's asked people to send in sort of videos and like photos of them and their mum and things like that. And I just watched this live stream of him going through some of the content people had sent in. And someone sent in the cheese meme, from the cheese sandwich video we did. So
Hey?
someone sent
Oh,
in
you
cheese.
mean the cheese?
Yeah, so you're gonna be on the moon.
What, is that definitely going?
Yeah,
Me going cheese with my orange jumper on?
yeah, it's gonna be on the moon. I was watching the live stream and not only did MrBeast and his crew, I guess, like it because they were going through the submissions. They loved it so much they said that they'd send $1,000 to the guy who submitted it.
From Alabama.
Sammy, more like Sammy with $1,000 heading your way. because
Wow,
that is
Sammy got $1,000 for a video.
Is that, no, it's not me, is it?
No, it's just some random American, I think.
So, okay, of all the things I've ever done, some of which I was quite proud of, like Cars of the People and bits of Man Lab and various Grand Tour and Top Gear specials, going to the North Pole, the bit of me that's going to be sent into outer space and will live for all time is me saying cheese.
Yep.
That is my greatest work.
Yep.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm very flattered, Mr. Beast. So who is expected to discover this? Is it like a memory stick he's sending up there?
It's like a hard drive and it's just going to stay on the moon. He's actually also putting, I think, $1 million worth of Bitcoin in the hard drive as well. And when people ask him why he's doing that, it's because he thinks that the value of Bitcoin is going to go up so much that one day in the very distant future, it will be worth the amount of money it takes to get to the moon just to retrieve the hard drive with the Bitcoin on it.
That's very forward thinking. What else is on this hard drive? Let's assume that other intelligent races have a means of working out how to read it, which they probably will if they're advanced, sophisticated species, but
There's going to be so much content on there. So basically he's asked anyone can put anything on it. They just need to pay $10. And photos, videos, I think the videos need to be 1 second long. So the cheese meme works perfectly. But so far, lots of people are just sending in pictures of their mom or their pet, just boring things. But there are quite a few funny memes being sent in as well.
what, reading a poem or a film of someone painting a picture or anything deep like that, or is it just people saying cheese and all?
Yeah,
Is Ronnie Pickering on it?
It's mainly just young kids memes. So the aliens, like if aliens do find it, they'll think we're a really odd bunch.
Well, I think Earth was populated by a strange type of thing. Let's assume they work out that they're called humans, And they're all quite small and fresh-faced, but there's this one that's a bit sort of craggy and tall and just says cheese.
Yep, they might not know what cheese is. They might think it's some sort of valuable item. They might think it's money for us.
But they'll know what cheese is if they've landed on the moon, because it's made of cheese.
Is it though?
Maybe not. See, I think the Genesis rock was actually a great big piece of cheddar. That's why they've hidden it at NASA, so that we don't know that the moon is actually just cheese. Or cheese. Cheese.
So Area 51 is just a massive cheese board.
Yeah, it's just a load of cheese. It's cheese everywhere. All alien life is just cheese. All science fiction is cheese. It's cheese. All of it's cheese. The sun is just a very hot board of cheese. It's even the same colour.
So
Buzz Aldrin's made of cheese. I met him.
how do you
Anyway,
smell?
that's a bit of... No, he smelled all right, didn't he?
I thought you'd be buzzing.
No, I am quite pleased with the idea that I've gone to the moon, albeit in the form of a tiny little blip of data on a stick. But if you'd said something that you filmed once is going to go to the moon, it would have taken me probably as long as it would take to get to the moon to arrive at that. It's just me going, cheese. Is anybody else saying, cheese?
No, just you. But the cheese, that clip is huge now. It's been used for so many different memes. There was one going around last week of, I think it was Texas versus California. And it was just like,
Oh,
Wisconsin.
I've seen that one. Yes, Wisconsin's got cheese.
Yeah, there's loads of
No.
different memes. You've broken the internet.
It does make me feel slightly like I've wasted my life. I used to put a lot of effort into my work, and it turns out all I needed to do was say cheese and put a piece of, let's be honest, supermarket, government issue, army cheese on a worktop.
So cheese has broken the internet, and next it's going to break space.
Yeah, that's quite good. Is that the first cheese in space? Of astronauts?
Maybe.
They must have taken condensed cheese in their Skylab and International Space Station tubes of food.
If they do, then that's cheese in space, but it's not cheese on the moon. I doubt that Buzz jumped out and brought a block of cheddar with him when he went for his little walk.
No, I'm pretty sure he didn't. So it's I am responsible for the first cheese on the moon. I bet the word cheese has never been spoken on the moon either. Why would anybody say cheese?
Posing for a photo?
No, but
Come
you-
on, Buzz,
well,
cheese.
yeah, I suppose you could be right, but you couldn't really see his face though, could you? So,
We couldn't really see anything. It was very blurry and black and white.
and it was all done in the studio anyway, we know that.
Obviously, green screen.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for
cheese,
Yeah. Well, that's very exciting news. It's not as I'm more excited that you've rung me up and haven't asked me to do some work, which is what you usually do. But you haven't. You've just rung me up to tell me something, which is tremendous.
Wow, while speaking of work, I thought
Anyway,
it
I've
could
got to
be
go
quite... I thought it could be quite cool if we...
Let's leave meeting.
I thought it'd be quite cool if maybe if you could tweet this. Fuck's sake.